Let's get to our daily cancellation. Today for our daily cancellation, we're going to be canceling whatever the hell this is. Watch.
Body, yaddy, 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 body crazy, curvy, wavy, beat, yeah, little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy, beat, yeah, little waist.
Okay, actually, I do sort of know what the hell that is. That's a performance at the American Music Awards this weekend. The performer there is named Megan Thee Stallion. 2 E's. So I guess it is Megan Thee Stallion. And she's performing her new hit, which, if you couldn't tell, is called Body. Now, Miss Stallion is getting canceled this afternoon for 2 reasons primarily. The first is that this was a music award show, live in person, with musical performances and everything, in California, in the middle of a pandemic that's supposedly so severe and contagious that we're meant to cancel our Thanksgivings because of it. So we can't see our grandmothers over the holidays, but a bunch of rich, brainless drug addicts in the music industry can still get together to pat each other on the back for producing ugly, semi-coherent tripe and pouring the sludge directly into the minds of our impressionable children. That's how this is supposed to go. Now, you may tell me that they did it safely, and they took precautions, and it was fine. Well, I don't doubt it. Okay, don't get me wrong. Just like I don't doubt that going to Walmart with 10,000 other shoppers the day after Thanksgiving, as so many people will be doing, is probably fine and safe. But if all of that can be done safely, then so can all the other things that the government has banned or strongly discouraged. If there's a way for Megan Thee Stallion to get on stage with a bunch of dancers and shake her butt while screaming random obscenities without getting infected or infecting anybody else, then I'm thinking there's probably a way for you to have a turkey dinner without getting infected or infecting anybody else. Though perhaps your turkey dinner will have just as many obscenities. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't involve as much butt shaking. Also, if the risk involved in hosting the AMAs, however severe or mild that risk may be, is worth it in order so that a bunch of pop stars can tell each other how talented they are, then I'd say Thanksgiving is worth it so that you can be with your families. And that's part of the reason why the AMAs and Megan Thee Stallion are canceled. The other part is, of course, simply that, and I have to just mention this, that the song is really extremely, fantastically bad and stupid. It sounds very much like something a character would listen to in the movie Idiocracy. That song and songs like it are a dog whistle to morons. Only those with room temperature IQs can hear whatever is supposed to be appealing about it. Now, I understand that it's, trite to complain about bad pop music, but we must reach our limits eventually. At some point, we must, as a society, say, this has gotten stupid enough, and make that our cutoff. Eventually, right? We have to just say, okay, all right, enough. If this isn't the cutoff, then what is? I mean, listen to these lyrics. Here are the lyrics. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Body, adi, 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 adi. If Shakespeare came back from the dead and found out that this is what passes for poetry in modern society, he would throw himself in front of a bus. The only thing I wonder when I read lyrics like this is whether the, quote, artist actually wrote them down ahead of time. Like, I wonder if, and I always do wonder this, does she have, writing sessions where she thinks long and hard and goes, yes, I have it, inspiration, this is it. And then starts writing, body, adi, adi. Adi, 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 adi. Oh, body, adi, adi, adi. Is that how it works? Actually, I like to imagine that she writes it in calligraphy with ink and a quill pen. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou hath the finest body, adi, adi. Body, adi, body, adi. The point is that the music is very dumb, even by the standards of dumb pop music, and I simply won't allow for stuff like this to be popular. I won't tolerate it. I won't permit it. You aren't allowed to like this. You can't. If you do, you are canceled. And Megan Thee Stallion is canceled. And the AMAs are also canceled, as they should have been from the beginning, because these are all the same people who lecture us and do the PSAs telling us how dangerous the pandemic is. So they're all canceled. All right. That's it for us today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Godspeed. The Matt Walsh Show is produced by Sean Hampton, executive producer Jeremy Boring. Our supervising producers are Mathis Glover and Robert Sterling. Our technical producer is Austin Stevens, edited by Danny D'Amico, And our audio is mixed by Robin Fenderson.
The Matt Walsh Show is a Daily Wire production, copyright Daily Wire 2020.
If you prefer facts over feelings, aren't offended by the brutal truth, and you can still laugh at the insanity filling our national news cycle, well, tune in to The Ben Shapiro Show. We'll get a whole lot of that and much more. See you there.